What's good, people? Kai Storm in the building. New review for That One Voice Revised Edition. New reasons to get this book. Thank you for joining my channel today for my unpopular opinion. But of course, I got to tell you about my book because I got to get you to buy my book. Yes, indeed. Hit me up. Get yourself an autographed copy. $15. The purchase information will be in the description. Now let's get to the review.
And no shit, I don't care who be in my views. I'm posting what I want to post.
So I just got my book in today, That One Voice, for my beautiful sister, Kai Storm. You better go get yours. I got mines.
Hey people, yes indeed. Sunday night, Sunday the beginning of the week. Tomorrow the Knicks play again, and like all New Yorkers, we expect a complete sweep. You know what I'm saying? But let me make sure and get this intro in, because last time I ain't do it to the end. Kai Storm in the building. My unpopular opinions channel in the building. We're going to be doing Real Housewives of Atlanta in the building. Star Spangled Mess. Got something to do with 4th of July, I'm assuming. As Shamia throws a surprise party for Gerald. Speculation about her personal life begins to circulate. Because the son he won't, and then, you know what I'm saying, she trying to start this liquor, and, you know what I'm saying, and then at the end of the day, we also got some real secret hush-hush things, because you keep talking LGBT news on Portia when it can be associated with your life as well, Shamia, but we not gossiping. I guess not. We not gossiping. Pinky takes on a new role behind the scenes, but her efforts don't land with Drew. Okay, why does Drew, who the fuck give a fuck about Drew? Because you know I don't like her. Let's see. K. Michelle isn't buying that what Drew is selling, and she's not afraid to show it. Listen, K. Michelle came on this show with a vendetta automatically against Drew. I ain't mad at it because I don't like Drew, but that's what it is. That's what it is. Like and subscribe. Keep it cute in the comments. Get my book. Check out my channel sponsor, bougiestoner.co, for all your elevated need. And definitely check out Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana, the podcast, because the queen behind bougiestoner.co was on the show tonight. And yeah, it's definitely a must-watch episode. Like all episodes are must-watch. I mean, what the fuck am I saying? Let's get into this review. Yes, I wanted to make sure I didn't get too ahead and forget what the hell I was supposed to be watching and reviewing and shit. So, because I literally let it go because I was answering text messages, and then I realized, I'm like, hey, do you remember what happened? No, you don't. Rewind that shit and figure it out. Now, so we start the show with Pinky having a meeting, it looks like, with her writers, and she's having a writing meeting with different writers, and Notori from the Biggie Smalls movie and from Power, she's there as well, because apparently her and Pinky are friends. And Pinky's doing a movie because she has experience, because she used to be a producer on the Maury Show. And what else did she do? She do the Maury Show, and she did something else. I forgot what they mentioned, but she's been working in television, so she has a budget to do this movie, and her filing bankruptcy on the business side has nothing to do with her personal money, because her personal money is still okay. And yeah, that's what we starting the show with. Yes, indeed. Oh Lord, Cynthia, go on. Let me tens across the board. Cynthia tens across the board. So the next scene is we at Cynthia house, and first dirty stinking Drew. I don't like her. Drew showed up with Angela, and Portia pulled up too, and they're meeting Cynthia's man, and apparently it's a long distance relationship, but he comes through, and when he comes through, he comes through, and when he's not there, he's not there. And producer's all in her business about what happens when you get that urge and he not there, and she's like, FaceTime, motherfucker. Hello, FaceTime, motherfucker. Yeah. So Cynthia introduces her man to the people, and the people get get a little Dutch, because I think he speaks Dutch, and then he exits the room because he's like, oh, it's a whole bunch of females. I don't want to be involved in the female shit. They sit down and discuss Shamia and Shamia business and whatever going on with Shamia. And, Portia exits the room real quick because she's like, yo, I'm hearing her business, but I don't want to have no reaction to her business. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the bathroom while they talk her business. And Angela, let them know, the argument that she had with her and all of that and all that. And then in the midst of that, Cynthia gets a text message from Shamia because apparently the next day she's throwing a party for Gerald, the party that was mentioned in the description, and she want everybody to dress, in African print. And so Cynthia's like, well, how the hell it's 8 o'clock at night. How you expecting me to get African print by tomorrow if the party's tomorrow? And then Portia jumps up and says, well, shit, she invited Dennis to the party last week. So she been planning this. And then fucking Drew immediately says, now see, how she get to invite motherfucking... How she get to invite motherfuckers baby daddies when I was getting shit all last season over talking to Dennis, over Dennis giving me a deal, or Dennis doing music with me. So that whole situation happened, but yeah. Apparently there's an African party, and apparently Cynthia and the girls just Cynthia got an invite. Now, Cynthia and Phaedra got an invite. Nobody else got an invite but Cynthia and Phaedra. Now, we moved into a scene where K. Michelle was talking to her son about, just checking in and making sure he doing what he's supposed to do as a college man. And, it seemed to me like he told her everything she needed to hear rather than everything he really doing. Because the fuck? Are you here, bitch? Are you here to check what I'm doing? I could tell you whatever. I could tell you I'm doing A, B, C. Well, in fact, I'm doing D, E, F, motherfucker. D, E, F. Fuck out of here. I'm in college. I can do what I want. The next scene up is Gerald's birthday party. Everybody showing up in their best African outfit. Cynthia brings her man, turns across the board. You know what I'm saying? Kelly's there. K. Michelle is there with her husband, and Pinky is doing some sort of seminar, so she not there. And I don't know if I saw Angela. Did I see Angela? I don't remember if I saw Angela there. So, but then again, she was arguing with Angela, so I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have invited Angela or Portia. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are the main two people I haven't seen so far. Now, just before I paused it, I saw Kelly with tears in her eyes. I don't know why. I ain't really interested in her little funky ass tears. And Gerald's brothers were here to say happy birthday to him. It was all cool and whatnot, you know what I mean? It looked nice, you know what I mean? There was a whole band and everything, so it looked nice. This is why I really ain't give a fuck about Kelly and her tears. She talking about that Gerald and Shamia are her couple roles, and seeing how Gerald is all being behind her and supporting her and all that. Girl, nobody care about your little funky ass tears. This moment is not about you. After all the men introduce themselves to each other, they get up and leave, and the ladies is trying to have a conversation, aka K Michelle, Lord, K Michelle, and Cynthia, Phaedra. Drew was sitting there. And yes, who else is sitting there? Was it Portia? No, Portia wasn't sitting there. Was it Angela? No, Angela wasn't sitting there. Shamia was sitting there. Yes, it was Shamia. So it was K Michelle, Shamia, Drew, Cynthia, and Phaedra. And they talking about Angela, and they talking about Angela and you know the get together that she had, and of course Shamia is describing it as Angela came for her marriage, while Angela described it as Shamia came in on some fuckery ass energy and she just returned it. I mean, neither one of these bitches is going to tell the truth. We always got to go to the tape. We always got to go to the motherfucking tape. But yes, that conversation happened. But in the midst of this conversation happening, we got drunk ass Kelly just making all kind of remarks talking about Shamia ass is nice and soft and all kind of other shit she said just because she drunk. Matter of fact, she said that she made a speech to Shamia and didn't even remember the speech because she was drunk. Hey, hold on, player. Now we move into a next scene where apparently Portia is having dinner with Giselle, aka Nick, from Potomac. Why is Giselle here? Why is she here? Why am I looking at her? I don't even like the fact that she here. Like, are we just adding bitches that I don't like to see on this show? What is going on? Apparently, Neck was brought on to talk about Shamia. I'm just saying, like, this was a waste of time. Like, which producer thought this was a good idea to bring on Nick? Like, nobody needed to see Nick. You see Drew? Pinky got every right to cuss your stupid ass out for even wasting her fucking time coming up in there talking about you showing love and support. Bitch, did she ask you to show her for love and support? Or did she ask you to actually do an audition for her fucking movie? Like, what the fuck is going on? The scene goes that Pinky is having auditions, and Notori is the director, and Shamia is going to actually audition, but apparently Drew Dutty ass, she thinks she too good to audition, and told Pinky that, yeah, I ain't here for audition, which means I'm thinking that this bitch thought she was just going to be given a part based on whatever resume she thinks she hold. And Pinky looking at her like, no bitch, everyone has to fucking audition. And if you don't want to audition, you need to raise up out of my shit. You need to raise up out of my shit. Then the scene went on where Shamia came and did what I called a pretty good audition, and Pinky cheered her on for doing an audition instead of coming in thinking because we friends you just gonna get the part. So that's, you know what I'm saying, she made sure and said, but what confused me is because she said that when she talked to Drew, Drew told her that she was going to send her an email, and that's when Pinky would send her, you know, whatever she needed for the audition. And apparently Drew never sent out the email. But at the same time, before that was discussed, it was also discussed that Drew's manager got some sort of email, and obviously he was coming through with some sort of discussion, like like Drew was booked in the movie, and therefore there shouldn't be no audition. So I think that's where the confusion got through, is that Drew thought she was automatically in the movie versus Pinky made it clear, bitch, or yeah, Pinky probably made it clear, but Drew automatically was surpassing that and saying, fuck that bitch. If you asking for me, you asking me to be in the movie, not to ask me to audition in the movie. Like she's some sort of superstar, and bitch, you're not. Like, go ahead, Drew, you're not. And in this next scene, child, we got K. Michelle invited Phaedra over to her house to call herself trying to see what kind of country girl she is by taking her in her backyard to go fishing. Meanwhile, neither one of them know how to throw the line in the water. First of all, they put on the hook fucking soaked hot dogs with fucking Kool-Aid and put it on the hook and can't throw the hook into the water properly, to show you that neither one of them knew how to fish in the first place. So now they decide to give themselves A for effort for trying the shit, and now they having a conversation, and guess who? And they talking about, you know, her being a newlywed, and she want to give her husband a child, but she not trying to do IVF. She did IVF, it didn't work for a whole year. It was destroying her mentals and just making her feel all kind of crazier than she usually is. So now, but they talking about, you know, getting a donor and doing that, and they talking about Joe's party, and Joe's party was nice, and now they talking about who was not invited to the party. Portia. Why was she not invited to the party? Well, shit, according to K. Michelle, Phaedra, you supposed to know why she wasn't invited to the party. Hello, and hello. Phaedra moves on to telling K. Michelle that, oh yeah, by the way, Drew is going to be singing the national anthem somewhere. We all going to go there to support her. You coming? K. Michelle said, nah, I'm good. I'm going to be very sick on that day. Whatever day that is, I'm going to be sick. I'm going to have a fever and all that. I ain't going to be able to make it. I ain't going to be able to make it. Okay, so apparently the Rich Homie Quan Foundation, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. His foundation is doing a barbecue for the neighborhood, and apparently they hired Dusty Stinking Drew to sing the national anthem. And you know what I'm saying? Pinky showed up and Shamia showed up, and she's surprised that Shamia showed up, and I'm surprised too, because wasn't Shamia also talking shit about her singing skills and her singing accolades? Yes, if I remember correctly, that was going on too. And then what else? You know what I mean? And then, Shamia asked her if she want to practice her singing, and she's like, nah, I don't need practice. I practice already. You don't need practice. You practice already. And then her assistant came and swept her out of the conversation just as Portia is showing up to, I guess, support this fuckery going on here. I mean, I ain't saying, you know, Rich Homie Quan is fuckery. I'm just saying the hiring of Drew, you know, to put this in the script. I'm just, I guess the producers, what else could they come up with? Like, what else? Okay, Michelle, you think you slick. You literally sat in the car. You pulled up. Because she pulled up, but she sat in the car when she heard Drew singing the national anthem. She's like, nah, I'm not about to get out and witness that bitch singing. I'm going to sit right here. then she called Phaedra to find out if Phaedra was there. Phaedra wasn't there because apparently something happened to her son, so she had to stay home with the son, which, you know what I'm saying, is as she should. She should be staying home with her son if something happened to the son. You know what I mean? But she walked in as, you know, the singing is over, and she's saying hello to, you know, everybody, Rich Comey Kwan's mama, family, all of that and whatnot. And, you know, she's saying hello to the girls. And as she rolled up on Drew, she hugged Drew, and she's like, and Drew's like, I am so here. I'm so glad you're here and whatnot. And then here come K. Michelle telling her, yeah, bitch, I ain't come for you. I came for the family. I ain't come, nothing that had nothing to do with you. And motherfucking Dutty Drew said, well, bitch, my bad shit. I ain't do shit to you. I don't even know what the fuck your problem is, but I ain't do shit to you. But you already know, like I said, the script says that she got a problem with Drew, and Ben had a problem with Drew, and was going to continue to come on the show and beef with Drew. So, yeah. But apparently the next scene, which looks like it might be the last scene of the show, is going to be a conversation between her, K. Michelle, and Drew. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what it gives. And it looks like they're ending the show with this scene where it was actually Shamia, K. Michelle, and Drew having a snack. It looks like at the same spot that they was at, and you know what I'm saying, but they're in like the restaurant part where they could have some drinks or whatever. And as K. Michelle was talking to Drew, and Drew said some smart shit out her mouth, K. Michelle decided, look here, bitch, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. And at first she said she was going to the bathroom, but in all intents and purposes, she was trying to leave. But Shamia thought that she ain't going to leave if I, you know, keep her purse. So she grabbed her purse out of her hand and was like, all right, go ahead and go to the bathroom and come right back. No, motherfucking, yo, oh hell no, this is funny as hell. Wait a minute. Because before Shamia grabbed her purse, after Shamia grabbed her purse and sat back down, she's sitting down with Drew, trying to talk to her about this whole situation, right? And and then she realized that K. Michelle took her car and bounced out and left her purse. She figured, she was like, oh shit, you just gonna leave without your purse? And Drew stupid ass talking about, oh, this bitch is bothered by me so much that she gonna leave here without her purse. And then Shamia tried to tell Drew, look here, she is bothered by the fact that you tried to put her and your man together and shit. And then Drew comes back and says, well, listen, first of all, it's not like that went on, but you saying some fuck shit that make you sound like a lapdog. You was Portia's lapdog, now you being motherfucking K. Michelle lapdog. And of course, Shamia don't like that hot shit. She like, bitch, who the fuck you think you talking to? You're not talking to me like that. And then come to find out, motherfucking K. Michelle's assistant, she pulls up out of nowhere and says, look here, I came to collect the purse, because either way, the purse got to come with me. You know what I'm saying? Even though she left, she ain't really left. She just down the street, and she want me to get that purse. So let me get that purse. And as Shamia is leaving, Shamia is leaving with the purse and talking shit to Drew and shit. Her and the assistant leave, and then they meet up with K. Michelle, and her and K. Michelle start doing some singing. I'm assuming they singing the national anthem. I guess how it's supposed to sound. If it was sung right by professionals is what I'm assuming the scene came on for. That shit funny to me, even though I don't want to hear the national anthem again, but I'm assuming that's what happened. But yeah, girl. Yeah, she definitely singing it, and She definitely singing it and leaving Drew sitting there with her drink by herself, looking stupid. And they jump and everybody jump in the car, including the assistant. Child, including the assistant, jump in the car, child. But I know the next episode got some skating going on. Ooh, okay. And there's gonna be an argument, I guess, between Shamia and Cynthia. Look like something gonna be popping off over there. And then, of course, we got Dennis talking shit and Portia not having it, and you know what I'm saying. And I heard the reunion is coming up soon too. So, yeah. But still, though, can I really ask? Even though we at the end, I want to ask, like, what was the real purpose of having motherfucking Giselle there? Like, Giselle. Anyway, see me next time. Which I think the next time we'll see me is for Love and Hip Hop Miami. Yes. Or unless I get an unpopular opinion somewhere in between then. Other than that, let's have a good week. And go New York, go.